Thank the Majority Leader for his willingness to put my two motions to instruct on the floor next week for a vote. And I want to take a minute to explain to my colleagues and the American people what these amendments are about. As I think most Americans understand, half of the people in our country are living paycheck to paycheck.
Here are some big news for several Democratic lawmakers. The lawmakers in Congress have officially teamed up.
Remember when General Motors, Mary Barra, was suing California because of the higher standard for mileage standard? I talked to her. I'm not saying she changed because of me. I talked to her.
To propose giving Social Security beneficiaries an extra $200 per month during this crisis. The plan was officially put forward by Senate Democrat Elizabeth Warren, Chuck Schumer, and Ron Wyden. The extra income would apply to all Social Security, veterans, and SSI or SSI beneficiaries. The bonus money would continue through this year, adding up to an extra $4,000. In an official statement, Warren said, increasing Social Security benefits is the quickest way to get money out the door during this time. The idea of boosting Social Security benefits by $200 per month has been widely supported by multiple lawmakers from both parties. But senators did not explain how they would offset the cost of the increased benefits in their plan. The proposal is part of Senate Democrats' plan that calls for at least $750 billion to help fight the crisis and effects it is having on the economy. The move comes as some people fear that many Social Security beneficiaries could be left out of the proposed bonus checks from the government. Now, Mitch McConnell recently put forward a proposal that included Social Security income. However, because the plan uses income from 2018 tax returns as a qualifier, this means it could leave out those who didn't file with the IRS because their income is too low. So according to the Senate Democrats, the additional $200 a month would help millions of people and millions of people across the nation. Having extra money in their Social Security check can help individuals slave off extra healthcare expenses. In May, the Biden administration's decision in December to reverse itself and extend the freeze on student loan payments and interest for another 3 months has encouraged activists who believe they can convince the White House to outright cancel large swaths of student loan debt. The new deadline for restarting monthly student loan payments and interest is May 1st. On the campaign trail, Biden backed $10,000 per borrower amount as an economic measure to respond to the crisis. So I believe that President Biden should keep his promise to the American people at least and cancel student loan debt. The Education Secretary Miguel Cardona has even said that the administration is continuing to have conversations about broader loan forgiveness even as it touts the debt it is canceled by expanding or improving existing programs. And now Nancy Pelosi has said that to revive President Biden's stalled Build Back Better package, Democrats may need to rebrand and make big changes to the massive climate and spending bill.
More income and wealth inequality than ever before. We talk a lot about Russian oligarchy, and that is certainly true. But anybody who thinks that we don't have an oligarchy in this country is surely mistaken. In our country today, we have two people who own more wealth than the bottom 40% of the American population, and the top 1% owns more wealth than the bottom 92%. And unbelievably, during this terrible pandemic, which has cost us almost 1 million lives, when thousands of essential workers died. They died because they had to go to their jobs, and going to their jobs, they contracted the virus. During that same period of time, the billionaire class became much, much wealthier. In fact, over 700 billionaires in America became nearly $2 trillion richer during the pandemic. In other words, for the people on top, the pandemic has been a very, very good time economically. But it is not just the increased wealth of the very rich that we are seeing. Corporate profits are at an all-time high, and CEOs